As we saw in the standings earlier.
What's up? What's up? How we doing today, guys?
SLT and Motive, we saw the vibes as the players were entering. SLT already teasing that 4-0, claiming it, manifesting it. And on the side of Motive, we saw Siren tease a little bit of the Gangnam Style. He knows that he's here to have fun. He knows that, you know, he's throwing it back at SLT as well. It's like, okay, we feel you, but we can answer back too.
Yeah, sending a message to the Koreans on the other side of the stage there with the Gangnam Style. But yeah, I think Motive probably coming into this one as the underdogs with just how dominant SLT have looked. SLT looking to move to the top of this group, a perfect 4-0, which would be huge for this Korean squad for momentum.
So there's a lot of attention on all
right.
players.
So I'm just gonna do this game today because the E-King Boom game doesn't mean anything. I was just curious to see these two teams play because they're both in playoffs. I'm still trying to get a good read on how good SLT is and how good Motive is. But yeah, we're just gonna go through this game and then that'll probably be it for today.
We're gonna be popping off, man. Oh my goodness. It's the second last day of the group stage here with Quack and Pilski, of course. And yeah, dude, first place seating at stake for today's game.
Absolutely. I mean, the motive is clear for the Singaporean representative, and the motive have really started to find.
Okay, SLT played really well in this comp the last time that they played. I don't remember what Motive looked like. I don't know if they played Haven at Ascension yet.
That's such a big thing as well. Just having that stability to consistently perform again and again. But here we go. SLT on the attack. Quickly a double mid-P coming through from Motive, and Wayne will get the first pick. But at the same time...
Oh, that's right. They did play... They played Haven against Boom and got destroyed.
He's actually evened up the numbers quite nicely. Wall is up. LP looking for the timing to burst into this A site, and Motive already quick on the rotation.
And thanks to the double controller as well, as soon as the Viper spell, the toxic screen falls, you got the dark cover coming back up.
Yeah, can see SLT, they're not interested in committing to A anymore. Spike is hanging around in sewer though. I want to try to
I won't be live, no, it's in the middle of the night, so it's like 3 a.m. start time or something like that, so I won't watch it live, but I will watch the VOD afterwards.
Keeping an eye on the front side of B with the Viper wall, but he may get caught here.
Especially if they check the corner. Common spot for sure, but just human recon for now. Trying to bait out the reactions. Sushi Boys did not fire.
Yeah, and you can see the rest of Motive. They're not interested either. They are very much reading this as a little bit of a fake. Sushi Boys sliding out onto the line.
I may watch like the qualification game live or something like that, but I'm not going to watch like a random group stage game at 3 in the morning. It's not really worth fucking up my sleep schedule that badly.
Unbeknownst to SLT, looks to go first contact, but it's flaring instantly with the 2K. And on to Klaus and Zexy. Both back ends to a piece, and it's 10 seconds left as well with Styron taking this shot. SLT does not stand a chance in this round, despite Zexy being able to take flaring down.
That's going to be the Pacific Dreams just crushed
right
there and then.
A little pistol round for Motive.
We saw that happening for the past couple of days for sure. Some tears were shed in interviews and such, and it's definitely something that neither of these teams' players want to go through right now, focused on what's at stake. At the same time, trying to hold on to their weapons. Motive playing very safe.
SLT, you've seen them start.
What's the Gen G news? I haven't seen anything.
Trying to farm up the orb. Get what they can out of a round like this. You have to really reserve your expectations. They are a team that has put together quite a few thrifty wins, though.
I know that a lot of their players' contracts were expiring, but I haven't heard anything about Genji.
Yeah, still in position. Wayne spotting everything out towards it, almost losing his head, but managing to get away with safety.
Ooh, right into the judge.
Position, and that's where the judge will go through 3Ks, deliver some swift justice onto a fourth. Cinder managing to sneak all the way.
Texture and Solo leave.
Sushi Boy is quite aware.
Really?
Just trying to watch out and see if he can get the quick kill in with the ghost as well. A flawless picked up by Motive.
Wow. I mean, Solo is for sure going to T1, right? That's like the only move that would make sense. Especially since Autumn has been fired, or his contract was not renewed, one of the two. But yeah, Solo will definitely go to T1. Texture,
for the most part, just farming up the orbs.
I mean, it kind of also has to be T1. Like, or where? Where else would he go? I don't know.
From what happened with them against Boom on this exact map.
God, man. I mean, you're allowed to say it, to be fair. You're the resident Singaporean for the moment. It's, both teams contesting a little bit. Do have that judge.
From what I understand, there was definitely like a bit of a fracture in the team between like Texture and Munchkin. I remember hearing that like they were not getting along, and so the team had to pick one or the other. So they obviously went with Munchkin, but I'm very surprised about Solo. I would just imagine that T1's like, hey, we need to just buy the best Korean coach. They probably gave him an offer that's just like too good.
Vera still not feeling bold enough to push, but Starin may get caught out of position. Does stay on the site though. Dart will go towards a long, not scan either of them, but the jump spot will catch them.
Yeah, the utility kind of confirms the positioning. He had an inkling already, so prepared for the hit somewhat. Flaring, opting to play it safe as well. It's Vera's position that comes up huge.
I would imagine maybe it's something like Buzz, Texture, Stacks, Solo.
This bonus win, they need to smash SLT today. This will be a huge round.
Maybe convert Izu off of Duelist. But I don't know. I don't know if Buzz and Texture would work in the same team. So yeah, I have no idea.
He was dinged up from before. Flaring goes and makes a tap onto the spike. Tries to maybe bait Zexy into a reload. Half left in the magazine. Spotted out towards the end, but the time, the pressure.
Oh, bonus victory. Okay. Okay.
A little bit better of a day. So let's not get too confident just yet.
Sure enough. Wayne also, interestingly enough,
Just gonna go fast on A. Makes sense. Maybe a little bit too obvious.
Knocking him down. The rest of the team prepared for what could be a potential A rush, but to no avail. Still, it's Cinder going
Nicely handled.
Everything to slow SLT down.
Very difficult to attack into this A site against this Viper wall. So many key pieces of utility, keeping them locked in the chokes, relay bolts, paranoias.
I mean, I feel like GE's always done a pretty good job of finding good players.
With only Klaus on 30 HP, should be done.
But making them work together as a team is a whole different situation.
Today. This is getting out ahead. I don't think that they're going to be too perturbed by this early start here for Motive. We have seen some resilience for them already this tournament. Change up from Motive. Op is out.
Okay, Opera to C.
We head into a retake scenario in the mid to late round. Give him a little bit more mobility.
Warbirds is head coach. I mean, I have no idea. I would assume he's the head coach of RRQ. Since Ewok is taking a break. Solo can go to RRQ. I don't know. I mean, I assume he speaks English, but I don't know. I would just assume that it's like that T1, especially because Autumn is no longer there. T1 has like more money than any other team in Pacific, or certainly one of the most wealthy teams in Pacific, and they will just get the best Korean coach.
Get that up in time to try to spam them as they come into the site. 20 seconds, there's no way. This should just be an open site for SLT.
He's trying to catch him on the cross as well. At least he's positioned towards heaven, so lower risk of losing his head. The team's going to rotate over soon enough, but this is a full 5v5 retake.
There's still a paranoia and
Okay, they got the spike down. They should win this round now. Although they don't have Molly. So as soon as this orb goes down, Motive needs to go. Timing was pretty good for Motive, but yeah, it's too hard to get through this choke. You gotta have flanks against this comp. Hope Genji doesn't approach Udaton. I mean, they might. We'll see. Who knows? Yeah, rare Adam. I mean, that's so tough.
Now for Motive to try to stay on top of their momentum, but ooh, some slight stuns. At least the nano's going off. Managed to stop Cinder. Through the smokes, and he's managed to found 2. Flaring as well though, going down now. Zuna trying to hold things back. Slight trades, but now smoked off. The spike unretrievable.
Yeah, speaking of keeping people locked in the chokes, it's exactly what Motive did to SLT in that round. Almost felt like I was watching, you know, Genji playing their classic comp. Orb goes up in the top side of that C choke. You've got a judge, or you've got someone on an off angle. Very difficult to get in from there. Zuna, low HP here. We'll have to take some kind of Yatsuka S performance for him to be able to put this round together. He's got the dart back up.
3-1. Probably just gonna save.
Right, Philly.
Yeah, just gonna save. Okay.
They locked in.
Good defense by Motive so far. They're getting a lot of value out of the judge, which makes sense because the double smokes comp definitely lacks info and exec power.
That Motive were expecting them to. Very early on in one of those gun rounds, they already had a 3-man stack.
I mean, for rare Adam, it's so tough because you're literally in the grand finals of Ascension every year. So it's like, you're obviously doing something right. Because being top 2 in Tier 2 China for 3 years in a row is like extremely difficult. With different rosters every time too. So obviously, like, their coaching, their scouting has to be really good. I have no idea, no concept of what like the Chinese Tier 2 ecosystem is like, whether that's like sustainable to keep running a team or whether it's just like a billionaire running the team or what, you know. If it's like an org that's, you know, trying to make it, it's hard to justify continuing. But at the same time, going into next year where Tier 2 teams can potentially qualify for champs, I mean, if you're rare Adam and you're always getting to the very end of Ascension, that seems like a pretty good path for you to make it into champs.
I mean, a Hunter's Fury off the contact is a beautiful way to do it. Cinder hanging around, waiting to see if he can potentially try to find a pick on A. He's going to throw a progression smoke here. And SLT already. Do
I think Doma deserves to be in a Tier 1 team? I don't know anything about Doma as a player, really. I just have respect for him showing up and helping Fnatic beat Paper X with like no prep. So that's obviously pretty awesome. But I have no idea of what he's like as a player day to day.
I dare say SLT will probably just
but I mean, he did well when he showed up and subbed in.
Oh yeah, you think like same 4-1 split sort of?
I mean, I don't know about the early round, but whatever they were planning in the mid to late round, definitely.
I'd also imagine some of the rare item players potentially get poached by Tier 1 teams.
You need to swap up positions, and now it's a 3-stack both sides towards A long.
Both teams contesting. Dart will push Vera away and does.
Okay. Wayne gets scanned.
Not sure what SLT are doing with their economy here. Zexy is not bought with the rest of the team, despite the fact that, you know, LP is broke, Class is pretty broke. Bit of a mixed approach in terms of.
So what are SLT doing?
Pretty far away from the
okay, Vera just peeks, gets 2 somehow. Genji bail? Yeah, I suppose that would probably make some sense. I did know that Doma played VLT, yeah. He was on Velocity, what, 2 years ago? For a little bit?
Even really feel like Motive's like hard disrupting them.
Not that much. But SLT now perhaps starting to get wise to the fact that it's just Vera on this B site. Blind TP into the corner.
Spam.
On the cheek. Flaring to respond as a jealous partner. But at the same time,
so your boy's op, okay.
To stay on top of their defense. LP the only one left.
Tries to go for the wide swing and TNT.
In fact, there was 3 players ready to fight there. What they're doing so well, Quack, is they're reading
Yeah, I mean, I know who Dumb is. I've been watching the game since beta. I just don't know how he is as a player in a team, you know? I've never interacted with him, so I don't know if he's like a good team player. I don't know what his comms are like. That's what I mean when I say I don't know him as a player.
They're always one step ahead in terms of where they're headed next.
Yeah, wait to see if SLT will look to re-hit A at any point in time, but now it's the operator.
Motive is just hyper confident. They're just taking random fights, winning all of the duels. SLT is not ready for this.
It's the third gun round in a row, Quack. Every gun round starts with SLT just limping through the round.
Who do I think tomorrow, VLT versus Nongshim? I mean, I'm rooting for Velocity, but I also think that Nongshim will probably win. But you never know.
Where are the adaptations? You can't keep getting
no updates on GE.
So he's stuck to look to the leadership of LP. Not quite
Oh,
native.
okay.
Able to try contact alongside the rest of the team from Garage Presence. 2 players from Motive down. Quick retake though. Flaring already in position around Garage. Takes down Zexy.
Nice timing by Flaring.
Trying to block off more assailants coming through, especially out from C-Link. A bit of noise made, perhaps. Vera trying to keep them around these spots. Styron already has a deep flank going. Flaring checks.
Oh, that's a big duel.
He turns back around, takes Styron away. Both players from Motive now inside of Garage, swings out at the same time, but the trade's
Close.
Cinder.
Nice hold by SLT there on site.
And just play with his teammate. Really well worked in the 3-on-5.
That's why they'll continue to remain a top contender. Early drone and everything though.
Going for the fast hit.
Looking to just send it into C-site potentially, just baiting out the
Oh,
utilities.
it's a fake.
No, it's just the same.
Okay, pulls heavy rotations though. But it's okay because Klaus, or Sushi Boys, is on retake on A. Does not have lockdown though.
LP cut these rotations in the middle of the map.
Did he start this round with one orb off?
Not to trust that Garage.
He did. This is a mistake by Motive. They should definitely have the Killjoy pick up this orb when they're showing heavy C.
How well will LP cut these rotations in the middle of the map?
He's got to play safe.
The LT's attacking on Haven is pretty basic and one-dimensional. Yeah, I mean, they're playing a comp that everybody understands how to play against. They have to have like really clean execution to get away with just hitting sites. But, I mean, I think their macro has been pretty good so far. They're making pretty good decisions, and their teamwork is really good. So that's definitely helping them a lot more. Like, they do things together, they take fights together, they take timings together. It's not just like random one-on-one type of stuff.
Not quite able to deal with the overwhelming assault. Motive with another round.
Hey, nice retake from Motive.
Each his own, you know. If that's what he enjoys.
Am I the coach for Spotlight? No.
We gotta keep that up. It certainly is working out for now, especially with Wayne's operator coming through. Starting to continue to push up B long. 2 flicks and he lands on onto more players. Klaus.
Damn, what the hell?
Clearly working. They're up 82, Quack. I might give that a crack.
We gotta keep that up. It certainly is working out for now.
1, 2, 3. Pretty dangerous play by Styron, but also maybe a round-winning play.
Both Killjoys with a lockdown in play. Klaus, in previous games,
I don't know anything about Spotlight.
map, I remember having some really sharp performances. Being able to crack open these rounds on the Killjoy hasn't had much of an opportunity to get involved just yet.
I don't know anything about Spotlight.
Kind of cottoned on to the fact that he could be over towards A, spending a lot of time clearing that out for the time being. And as a result,
I mean, I am still contracted with GE. Just not coaching on Spotlight. I'm still in the US.
He's going to dump the ult, which is going to kind of be useless for the time being, and give a little bit of a tell for Motive to rotate early.
How does Motive approach the 2v1 though?
Where does Klaus go here?
They're a bit disjointed.
Goes into garage window.
silently up from C.
It's the timing like
Sushi
here.
Boys. If he just walks on through, doesn't check window.
Nice
it's gonna
timing.
be a quick punish. All of a sudden,
Nice
turns into a
timing.
1v1. SLT still has a chance.
Not planted for him at all, though.
Flaring on
I feel like Flaring could
side.
definitely just stick half of
Made
this.
a lot of noise now. Tries to
This
stick
is
it
too
down
late.
and Klaus is going to use this to reposition on top of logs.
Oh.
Flaring just tries to stick it all the way through and quickly off the initial shots, able to find Klaus.
Nice reaction from Flaring. Kind of troll by Klaus planting there and then trying to wrap from a position where he can't spam.
There's so much spent, and now we are finding ourselves at the last one of the first half. Whoa.
TP top B, it's a suicide TP to try to get that spike planted. Flaring applying pressure forces him off the.
And now
What was
we are
their
finding
counter
ourselves
here?
at the last one of the
Okay, so they've got a pre-placed molly. This is nice.
So
Pre-placed molly and a one-way smoke. Okay, this is kind of sick. This is definitely just an anti of what they like to do with their Omen ult.
in the first half. Whoa.
TP top B, it's a suicide TP to try to get that spike planted. Flaring applying pressure forces him off the site.
Will I be doing Envy versus TSM watch party? I think I'm going to try to do that, yeah.
For this B hit, and it'll be denied for the time being. SLT, what's your plan B?
I'm going to just watch this game, and then I'm going to go do some other stuff, and then I will probably come back and watch TSM Envy.
Motive, especially if that Hunter's Fury ripped.
Buzz versus Texture, who would you like?
Pull the rotation across.
I mean, it's tough.
Wayne
They both do kind of different things. I feel like Buzz is a little bit more of an aggressive player.
notices that
He's more willing to go in
does
first.
see Zexy as well, but
Texture's a little bit more op focused, and his op is one of the best in the world.
next to the Viper wall and try to
So it kind of depends on what you need for your team.
And that's what it is. Slight crossfire angles, quick on the paranoia draw, and it's 40 seconds left. It baits out more utility from SLT as well, but the rest of the team just has to hold on to the angles. So far, not good. Zexy able to push on through with the rest of the team.
Okay.
Get the spike down soon enough, but lockdown in place.
Maybe too early. Either too late or too early on the lockdown. Kind of both. Okay, that's a crazy play.
He's still a threat.
Yeah, as soon as the T-Tank goes all the way through, at least Flaring able to secure the kill, but
Yeah, it should be unwinnable. Okay, 3.5. Not great. If VLT makes VCT, do you think this roster can be successful, or do you think they need upgrades, changes? I mean, I don't know. It's hard to say. Like, what they're doing is great right now, but there's no way that they would get away in Tier 1 with playing one comp on every map. There's no chance that that would work in Tier 1. They would get super fucking antied. But also,
Absolutely, they've got murderous intent today. They're looking.
they have like a good baseline to be a good team because their fundamentals and like teamwork is really good. So as long as they can play other agents and like, you know, have other ideas on different maps, then I think they could be good.
Wayne with the trade as well. Oh, LP trying to reaggress, but unfortunately taken down. Sushi Boys for some rear security around C long. It's a 1v2 now.
Yeah, 6 seconds on the dark cover here for Wayne to try to lock off one of these angles. Motive walking into garage together here, Quack.
Both checking towards window.
Ooh, did he reload with bullets left? Why is he reloading? He has 8 bullets left.
Checking towards window.
It's a bad habit.
Sushi Boys.
I will not be watching the game live tomorrow because it starts at like 3 a.m. my time. So I'll just watch the VODs when I wake up.
He just assumed that they weren't walking in together with the right spacing, or didn't see the additional player straight behind. Love to see that from his perspective again, but he had more than enough bullets to be able to complete that 2K. I'm pretty sure it really feels like best celebrations. We've got Gangnam Style.
Oh yeah, we did.
It really feels like they're trying to get in SLT's head a little bit today.
Yep.
I don't think it necessarily is. They're just looking a little bit cooked, if I'm honest. Like
This Viper wall is trash.
whatever gets in
This
there
Viper wall
on
is
the attack
super
side,
shit.
I mean, to each his own.
Hey man, it's working.
Will I stream the VOD review? Yeah.
The one more trope that I would love to see is someone getting a 4K only to get
I
a
will.
one at the end. But you know, might not get to see that. Either way, Motive know they are within range of dealing first blood to SLT. Finding this first map would mean so much for the series.
For sure. And a complete resurgence after a shocking game against Boom on this map. Motive looking like a completely different team. Contacting it together after a little bit of pressure. Zuna's Sheriff has looked incredibly
What is the time? Like right now? Right now it's like 8:45 in the morning.
And now you've got Cinder already. Progression smoke on the site. Farah trying to clear it out, but it's close.
Nice shot.
Domes one through. Wait to answer back. Paranoia sent across, and everyone.
A little bit of a gun diff saving them here. Not the best anti-eco round by Motive, but
there was at least
it works, I guess.
all these kind of Sheriff rounds. Here's the buy up. Bonus looking.
As of now, who are the favorites to make VCT? I think Nongshim,
Still a potential
Naus,
to steal the bonus away, just like they
SLT.
did in the previous half, but SLT
Honestly, like any of the 6 teams that's in playoffs could make it. I'd probably give the lowest chance to Motive, and then I think I would probably still put my money on at least one of Boom or Nongshim making it. I think one of them will make it. I think potentially both could make it, but I could also see Velocity, Naus, SLT all making it.
Singapore Australian agreement, no? Trans-Pacific Indian Ocean or whatever.
Yes, that's definitely the gap that's between us. Oh, off to the races though, Zexy.
I like.
Manages to make it a trade, having set it up, but Suna instantly re-peeking across.
I like I mix up my caffeine today. Today for caffeine, I have chai.
Head-to-head with Klaus.
That I bought when I was in India, actually. So I have some chai from India today. Yesterday I had a French press coffee. Some days I make espresso and then I make like a cortado or flat white.
SLT will continue to move as a unit here, and they're well aware that there might be someone on grass.
It depends on whether or not Klaus calls an audible. At the same time, though,
Never energy drinks, but usually some form of caffeine.
Wayne on top of the boxes as well tries to spot above the edge of the dark cover. Styron begins to make his move. Klaus still watching the flank.
Oh, it's a big whiff.
Low HP though.
It's a big whiff. Nice spot by Wayne though. God damn, Wayne. Holy. Holy cow.
Oh, that's rough for Cinder.
Is Juvenile still under contract? No. He hasn't been under contract since he got banned.
But unfortunately, you can see it just goes below Wayne's feet. Sushi Boy's below him is completely blind, but he's not even needed. Another.
That's not that point. SLT just scrounging up whatever they have. It's light shields, no shields, rifles on some of these players as well. Just trying to hold on to back positions.
I mean, I don't know if teams necessarily keep track of all the stakes that they need in some of these series, but if Motive were told, you guys need to smash SLT, and they proceed to win both pistols and both bonuses on the map they got 13-1 on, that is hard as hell.
Heck yeah, man. Oh, look at that.
I mean, they're getting... This game has been over. Alright, let's just go to the next map. That was a beatdown.
Pick of Ascent. We're gonna toss it over to Quack and Pilsky.
Thank you very much, Mika and Big Time. Let's T.
And I do believe, though, they've done a good job over there.
Okay. Double duelist Yoruwele versus standard comp.
So that is very doable here.
I'm probably just gonna watch the TSM Envy map because I have to go somewhere this evening. But I might watch part of the Winthrop one, depending on how late it starts.
And it's a correct stack. It's looking like Motive is getting ready.
If you're asking about this, VOD reviewing these games, I'm only gonna watch the Motive one because I don't care about the Boom E-King one very much.
Now you're hoping on just angles out from sight alone for smokes to cover everything, but it's Wayne's Flaring's flash that covers the site instead. SLT trying to gain more control, trying to stay tucked inside of smokes. Zexy now with 2 kills, but Flaring having snuck all the way through to the back. Still some slight chances as a secondary smoke comes up.
A little messy.
SLT trying to hug this generator as tightly as possible.
Oh, the timing.
Double swing, and that's
Definitely doable, but
Quite a
hard with a classic.
harder than speed.
Okay, Outlaw by Bucky, Guardian. Nope, Judge.
Zexy on the outlaw.
He is. Wants to get a bit of a farm on this man. He's got his work cut out for him though. Quick light speed with the dart over.
And
top.
goodbye.
There you go. If you like for Zexy, dashing out.
Goodbye.
Working his way towards a Blade Storm. He had a pop-off Blade Storm round in that NKT game, if I remember correctly. He's definitely channeling his Korean jet, and he's going to have to because
Any players in SLT that have tier 1 potential? Honestly, none of them have really been on my radar except for maybe like Zuna and Zexy. I think those two I've sort of been looking at this year.
A lot of things that SLT has done on this map.
Yeah. Well, Zuna's keeping an eye on middle here. LP, he's a known offender with this exact kind of play. We've seen it a couple of times. It's something Motive will have to keep in mind.
Why does NA have a 3-hour gap between matches? I mean, I think they're just on a rolling schedule though. So it's like the first match finishes and they start the second one. It's just for scheduling purposes, they just show that there's 3. Because usually a 3-map series will take about 3 hours. On average.
It is only a ghost, but that does break open the middle of the map and make things a little bit awkward actually here for Klaus. I'm surprised he's going to play in front of this start cover. Could have been isolated from the rest of the team. Feels like he's not pressured enough to
just taking duels. Just taking duels. Okay. Anti-eco successful.
Hello. You have to say hello to him back.
That didn't sound like an unyoung Haseo. Either way, it's going to be the full buy now from Motive. We've seen this double
aggressive line check. Okay.
At the same time, it's this judge that's still in play that makes you feel a little bit nervous.
Yeah.
So far,
Ooh,
so
good utility.
And
Wait.
the nade to clear out the
That was his
corner
teammate's
from
nade.
Motive. Somewhat aware.
That was his teammate's nade, bro.
Really kind of peppered him a little bit, and his teammates nade to keep the other team stuck in A main. In this 4-on-4 though, Motive going to call the audible straight back towards B main. Only a singular trip will keep them in check. SLT, in the meanwhile, have taken the middle of the map. But I don't
Honestly, if you want my opinion, I think it's a little bit hard to pull really good talent from Korea right now because I think a lot of the best players have already been scouted by the 3 main Korean teams. It's like
the trip not quite broken yet, but
a lot of them are on academy teams or have been signed already. Jesus. I mean, there's still definitely some good players in Tier 2 Korea, but it's definitely like the most sort of like picked through, I think, demographic. So you're definitely not getting like the best of the best a lot of the time.
And Marshall now up for Wayne.
What the hell are you doing, Wayne?
This time, though, Pilly.
No, there's the light speed trip. Trying to catch the waylay in transition. See if it's going to catch any fish here as the drone goes in.
What if SLT doesn't make it to Pacific? I mean, even still, there's only... The thing about Korean players is a lot of them don't have great English. Like, a lot of them can speak some English, but they don't have great English. And so they're kind of just like stuck in 3 teams, and those 3 teams have already picked up like some of the best players in Korea. You know?
If anything, I think Motive needs to clean things up a little bit. His spacing is quite disjointed right now. I understand that the cage is giving them issues coming out of B main, but they really need to start to clean that up. Need to get the right pathing.
Okay, Motive needs this round.
Pathing, and then you actually commit on into it. Be aware that SLT's fighting front side. Ops out here for Zexy. Posted on the line. Blindside being held there from Wayne.
Ooh. Oh, this is actually kind of a cool idea. This is kind of a nice play. They know that this guy's opping here, so they distract him with the top mid, they scout him, and then they're just going to go in through market and collapse
lights.
That's a very cool idea, actually.
It clears out market this time. Zuna into a different position. Oh, picks up the weapon and instantly backs off as well. Now
Happy Diwali, Primus.
Motive need to slow this one down. They cannot get stuck in that B main choke again. That's exactly what they're going to do. Vera now has an op on the attacking side. That was
I mean, Yuta speaks English.
for Motive to start that round
He's
off.
not like super fluent. Like you can't have like in-depth philosophical conversations with him in English, but
Has the refractors a backup.
he
He's not actually
can like
able to
function
match it yet.
in an
Now
English-speaking
Motive is
team.
waiting for a mistake in this 5-on-4.
Yeah, Yeoman has better English than Yuta-san.
Spots out onto Cinder as well, but no real
But
shots found.
Yeoman is also
Will keep Motive in
older
check.
and has been practicing English for a while.
Yeah, Wayne making some moves in the middle of the map now. Another dark cover on that B main choke. You've still got a trip over on lane side. Zuna keeping them in check. Wants to try to rip the Hunter's Fury as they come into sight.
And then now it's gonna be Wayne's go signal. Hit by the paranoia though. And LP's trying to close the distance with the judge. Meanwhile, the hit still goes all the way through. Wayne falling.
How
down
does
to
Vera
the
get
ground
3
while
with a
team gets the spike planted on B.
Yeah, in the meanwhile,
What the
Vera has
fuck?
opened the site with a 3K. He's on for the ace, denied by LP.
Who's just alive with 2 HP, flaring. Still checking in
Ooh.
towards market, able to pull down the crosshair.
Okay.
The Y-axis. Suna. No utility left, just has to walk on through. Knows where flaring is positioned, and still has some time while the spike beeps away. Tries to make use of the progression smoke somewhat, but wary to the possible
Nice
angles
duel.
on the other end of it. Takes his time to pick flaring off. Now seeing that the site is entirely clear, knows that Sushi Boy
Okay.
surely hiding his
Motive gets one, but it was very close.
Love that you had the heads up play there for SLT. While they were ripping the Hunter's Fury, LP was just keeping the mid lurk in check. Layers and layers to these gun rounds between both of these teams. We're showing quite a high level here on Ascent early on. It's a map that we kind of discussed. It felt like Motive had been working on. It's not something that they played really at all coming into this tournament.
Yikes.
almost let it
That's
slip
a
in the
big
match
whiff.
against, NKT. And right now, though, operator for operator. Wayne.
Oh, he saw the barrel. Yeah, he saw the barrel twice.
Waiting for a mistake.
Oh my god, he whiffed again.
Capitalize.
Oh god, he whiffed 3 shots.
He hopped his way out of there.
Oh, it's a disaster of a round.
My goodness.
It's a disaster.
Alive as ever. Motive, though, wanting to take a little bit of control.
They need to do something about the judge. I mean, the problem is that right now there's nobody really abusing the judge.
SLT have just got such a phenomenal read
Damn,
here.
what a terrible round from Wayne. That's tough. He whiffs 3 shots, his teammate gets killed as a result, then he comes back and gets peeked immediately by the op and dies. Unlucky.
The contact game into a site, but he's completely surrounded. Tries to slice the pile.
You play perma judge on bind? Yeah, I mean,
Taking some footsteps makes him feel so
it's good on basically every map.
Sexy, who's managed to push all the way up cat SLT with another
Example, which, funnily enough, they've started. They've got some good protocols. They've got some good.
Can I watch party APAC Ascension Grand Final? I might watch the actual qualification games live.
Out on that line towards A main to try to secure
I
that
might do
control.
that.
Progression
We'll
to
see.
the front side. Less so in B, where they've had a few starts. I think you can kind of cam that, feel it out. Then like cage blindside. There's a lot of different little things that they can do.
After seeing a lot of pro Corrode, would you be down to break down my thought process on G's Corrode comp? Which one? The original comp, the ISO Rays comp, or the ones that we ended up playing at the end?
They're just doing such a phenomenal job of holding these sites. Klaus and Zuna combining for 16 together here. So even if the op doesn't get it done, it feels like the site hold is going to.
got all those trips as well. As you mentioned, the one that counters the light speed. So far not catching just yet, but it's enough information. Zuna peeks out, tries to chip them through, and he manages
ISO
to
raise.
catch flaring. Here comes Klaus as well. Just trying to stay tucked behind, hoping that the drone will give him some clear vision, but otherwise not yet. Motive had one mission and they managed to find it successful.
SLT just waiting for mistakes now. Convert pass is there from Vera. There is a paranoia with a dash into B made from Zexy.
What the hell?
Flying around like an attack
They're
helicopter.
just bullying them now.
they're able to kind of chip Motive as they try to execute into that.
Yeah, I mean, there's no actual grand finals, but the qualification games I might live stream.
Well structured. Really
I'll definitely watch them. It might be VOD review, it might be live stream. I'm not sure yet. Depends on what's going on.
it's not looking good.
How did I become friends with TMV? We were both contracted as content creators for Ascend, and so we started making content together for the org, and then
He was just crossing his fingers.
became friends through that.
Now the TP to bottom mid from Wayne puts Cinder under some pressure.
I told Ascend that I wanted to start a podcast, and that I wanted to podcast with TMV.
Disastrously for SLT early on here, Quack.
So I started Cosmic Divide,
Euro theft as well.
and then through talking on Cosmic Divide a bunch, we got to know each other better.
The wall, Wayne vaporized. Farah off to the back end, trying to watch for potential players who are looking to slip through the stairs.
What times are the games for me? The Pacific games start at like 1 or 2 a.m. or something like that.
Continuing to spam into
Maybe
his back
midnight.
walls.
And then the second game is at like 2 or 3 a.m.
Wanna have to commit that or the conversion
So
path
it's
to
like
the
literally the exact opposite of my regular schedule.
Yeah,
So
sure
it's
enough.
kind of hard to watch party them.
Utility traded as well. Not quite
Unless I wanna just be, like,
just yet.
Completely fucked for the next couple of days.
Sushi Boy's looking to spring across. The rest of the team hopping in and out, and LP manages to eliminate the B main threat. Hunter's Fury now out from Zuna, trying to give them entry, but way too low. Motive able to block off lane. So unfortunately, this attempt is absolutely foiled. Just looking for the exits now, only able to get one.
Okay, Motive gets the second one. I think the problem with Motive on this double duelist comp is they don't totally have like a full grasp of what they need to be doing with their two agents, their two duelists.
Love to do in that, NKT.
Feels like they're kind of just like, well, let's just hit sites because we've got 2 dive agents. When they have these ults, sure, it's fine. Oh my god, he just got fucking... He gets saturated by his own teammate, bro. He comes out of his ult into his teammate's saturate. His teammate gets fucking blinded. Oh my god, and he just gets stuck.
And it just continues to go all the way to backside, but Cloud's
Yeah, that right there shows that they definitely don't have the best grasp on this comp.
off at the choke point. Spike out in the open as well. This round has gone away out from Motive's grasp.
I mean, I'm not going to do a comp breakdown in the middle of watching a game, but I might break it down at some point. I think I've already explained it in the past,
Zuna off to the other end.
but maybe after this game I'll talk about it.
Out of magazines.
I mean, we were kind of laughing in the SLT NKT game about how many times these teams would beat.
You definitely want an aggressive player on Cypher.
Kind of a head scratcher that the
Playing super passive on Cypher
plan
is
for Motive is to beat
generally not very
execute
good.
So many times, like they were barely able to pull it off.
Do
Five
teams
and
pay
three in the last round.
player salary in the off season?
Successfully slammed this big
I'm
side over and over again.
Sure, it probably depends on the team, but I think most contracts are usually through the entire year. So yeah, you do get paid in the off season.
It's definitely strange. I couldn't tell you, Billy. Now footsteps heard from the
Siren
players.
emoji. Does your opinion matter in GE regarding signing players? Siren emoji. I mean, yeah, as a head coach, they definitely asked for your opinion.
It feels very easy for SLT to defend that.
I had some input as an assistant coach in the off season last year, but I definitely didn't have like the final say on anything.
Yeah, you're gonna need more. The timeout not quite there either for them. So Motive once again back to their sticks and stones, I guess, for this upcoming round.
Running the ult.
Sexy.
Yep. This is what he does.
Walking all the way through. He does land the first shot, but it's a quick.
This is like the exact opposite of Haven. SLT is just walking down and taking duels on defense. Motive is getting bullied constantly having their eco reset.
Way like shoving your.
Cuts them off at their legs, not allowing Motive to move much right now, though. More of a default approach this time.
Yeah, I mean, Motive, it's very clear they want to play a slower style here. They pulled out the op on attack. Zexy trying to contest this off angle.
Oh
Very
no.
is one off the convergent paths.
Still though, it's dry contact into Zexy. More successful this time for Wayne.
Nice opening pick. Jet has been punished. Motive have been able to convert these rounds where they found the man advantages. 2-man aggression up Cat. Does at least tag Cinder. Wayne pushed away for the time being.
Knife in response as well, so thinking that maybe short is clear, but that information is suspect, especially with Flaring getting this kill around A main now. Cinder repositions out towards Heaven, but then it's just gonna be an incoming flood from Motive.
Oh.
Initially light speed, everyone TPing across. Cinder still low HP and has to back off. Recon calls that Heaven is clear. Spike plant going through.
The Sushi Boy's still on an active lurk here. I want to see how much SLT actually commit to contesting this one.
Okay, they get on site.
A little bit on the poorer side. Maybe they are just trying to force out the conversion pass from Vera here to 100% the round. I don't want to see Motive rip it though.
Shadows traveling. Still got two.
Should be hard for SLT to retake here.
This one could be very
Yeah,
useful.
this round's over.
Just able to hold the angle.
Okay.
The round very well from there. Ready for that mid-round aggression on Cat and just no nonsense mid to 8.
So now it's light shows just for one player. SLT a little bit more hurt than expected.
Yeah, Judge out for LP. And like you said, the stinger for Cinder with the light shield.
It's interesting. It kind of feels like Motive is... They're trying to like use this Yoru almost like the chamber in like the Fnatic comp. But I don't really think that's the best use of the Yoru.
This time, though. Just a bit of a stalemate on both ends.
Like if you're going to contact with the op, you should be contacting into tree, maybe contacting B main. Just holding bottom middle with the op seems kind of useless.
Motive contacting up Cat. LP's just caught in the open with a Judge.
Oh my goodness. It's a quick answer back. Still though, entry in towards A site.
Oh.
Trying to look for Cinder, and there he is, flaring.
They're gonna make it 8-4.
Run off to retrieve the spike instead of using the ultimate. So down to the trades they go. Styron able
Okay.
to trade blow.
8-4. A little bit of a recovery from Motive, but definitely not a great half with double duelist.
Nice little breeze. Or top seed placing into playoffs. Right now it's SLT on the attack. Oh, hit by a shock dart around B main. Vera watching the angle as well. You've got Wayne onto the other end. Both duelists just looking for clean contact into sight.
Okay, I mean they teleported to the other side of the map, so there's nobody on B now.
Straight on through into B. Shot down on
Definitely
the side,
losable
and
now.
Full 3v3. Low HP, Cinder and LP trying to secure more spacing.
Any plans on seeing new talent in the upcoming roster? I mean, I don't know anything about 2026 yet. I have no idea what's going on.
Can Wayne get active on the flank now?
It's gonna have to if Motive are to find better success in these rounds. Wayne so far able to get down one, but in with flaring, trying to go 180 against Cinder.
Why did the VLT versus Nouse game feel way better than this? Because I think both of those teams are like very fundamentally good. I feel like SLT is kind of winning games based off of like sheer aggression and gunfighting. I think that Motive is pretty hit or miss. I honestly think that the Group B has maybe the 3 best teams in it. I think Velocity, Nouse, Nongshim might be the 3 best teams at Ascension right now. Maybe Boom is in there as well. Even though they lost to SLT, I feel like Boom is better than SLT in general.
Also, so SLT now approaching the 10th round themselves.
Let's try and push on through. SLT knows that they can really spoil this, so just going in for it and look at the rotations on the map.
Much cleaner BX than we saw from Motive. Straight up over the top of the site, isolating the Sova in the open. All of Motive grouped up into spawn, looking for some damage.
UFG gives me a Diwali bonus. Unlikely.
5 stingers, man, against the pistols. They just want to brawl.
That's what it's going to come down to, it feels like. Just full-on fisticuffs around the end of this spawn area. Maybe hoping for the spike to go off.
Yeah, I think they're just trying to not give away additional ults. Oh! SLT go looking though. It's a couple more for the Blade Storm. One more for the Neural Theft as well. One more to the Null Command. Zexy gets an additional one for his Blade Storm off the back of dying there. For SLT, my big question is, yeah, now we've lost a couple of stingers, it might be less of a factor. But I think if Motive see this many stingers anti-eco, and they get caught by a quick set play or a quick execute from the team that did nothing but execute heavy style on attack against NKT, when they bought that many stingers, then that is just going to be unforgivable for me.
It begins.
Really? It brings the question, you know, what the prep was going into this map, why they picked it. But one way or another, you're just gonna have to keep on carrying on. Wayne now with the operator down middle, doesn't see anything. It's a full silent approach, execute style into A. True to SLT's approach. Vera quickly going to
I think that Nongshim looked a lot better in their last game.
Into the cage as well though, and now it's flaring.
I think Nongshim is still a good team. Because X-Ross is really good. But their roles are just a little bit weird right now because I think they kind of made like a last-minute change. So I think Nongshim is definitely still a tier 1 team. I think Boom is probably still a tier 1 team, although I think their pickups are like not as good, maybe. I think Nous looks like they can probably compete, and I mean I'm interested in Velocity. I still just don't know how Velocity is going to fare with their single comp, but we'll see.
Just quick and ready to receive. Oh, sexy though.
Did I find a mechanics coach? I've been a little bit busy to actually follow up on that.
He's just flaring on this A side of the map.
But I had some people reach out to me.
Any kind of a default. They're running out of time. Spotted out by the drone. Now he's in a bit of an awkward situation. Going to drop the saturate and light speed away.
Honestly, I watched a couple of videos on mechanics, and I think it changed a lot.
Wayne's on the line. Just waiting for
I've been playing some ranked to try and unlock Veto. And honestly, I've been shooting way better since I watched a couple of videos on specifically aiming habits.
Baiting it out. Drones to check and clear, but nothing spotted. It's a gap in the middle.
You think both Korean teams are going to make it? I mean, I hope not. I hope we don't have 2 Korean teams make it. That would be tough.
Just gonna have to tuck in, play anchor on the side. Sushi Boys alongside Siren. Rotation's already on the way, but through the fragment, Sexy is slipped towards the back. Sushi Boys in with the trades as well. Alongside Siren, still alive on the site, trying to play around the smokes, tucked underneath. They managed to capitalize, and it's out.
What the fuck is going? Honestly, the quality of this game feels pretty bad. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not like particularly interested in anything that's happening right now.
Money's a little bit skew if now for SLT. Gonna have to take a backseat.
If I wasn't interacting with chat, I would probably not be watching this game.
We'll see if they can make it clean for the 13.
Yeah, I don't think there will be 5 Korean teams.
At least to kind of stifle out the round.
It's not going to do anything though. There's no one that can capitalize off of that. That was purely for flaring. I was just singing his praises.
If there's 5 Korean teams, then they need to just get rid of the Pacific League, rebrand it as Korean League, and send all of the SEA teams to their own league. Just make a 5th league or something like that.
Just right around the smoke. At least they've managed to bring rotations onto the site now. Especially Sushi Boys clearing out the whole of B. Wayne has got to land his shots and...
Okay. Now they're trying to pivot.
I don't know if he would have finished that. He had a rifle, definitely looking for that pick up against the Cypher. Vera trying to catch them on the cross here, being pressured quite heavily.
Okay, they traded out.
Oh, this is just so impressive coming through from SLT.
Nice transfer from Styron.
To hold it down, just into the blender, a singular player. LP though, All the way out from A-main.
Sunset is insane. Okay.
Knows that he wants to spike.
I'm excited to see Sunset then.
Just needs to play the crossfire right. But Alple's playing it so sick.
Wow, he wins.
Jumping in terms of ult economy, and it completely breaks their mental here.
It's just the slight mistakes, and this is the whole aftermath of it. Into the execute out from Motive though. Trying to look for players around.
Okay, they get the early pick.
Yeah, it's good opening to the round. KO ult now can't kick off one of these executes. Outlaws out here. For Zexy spotting out one of these players. Everyone with light armor by Sushi Boys and Wayne. So if he did connect with Vera there, he was a dead man.
Not competitive type of insane. Ah. Well, is it at least entertaining?
Being held off of Flary's contact here.
Ooh. It's timed pretty nicely as well. Just a bit of chip damage still. As you mentioned, SLT reworking this.
Softens up Klaus. Gets rid of the trip as well, which opens up some flank potential.
Wayne clearing out all of A-main as well, so calls information to the rest of the Motive squad. But Zexy just continues to push and push. Selflessly as ever, one player down, the other one hiding around the off angle. It's LP. Klaus takes down the site as well. Just all around it now, trying to hold out towards the back of spawn. Sushi Boys leave Styron alone and cold abandoned. LP will come in through to secure map point.
Yeah, SLT really putting Motive under pressure now. Money is broken. Feels a little bit too easy for them. Recovering well.
What do you guys think of the Abyss changes? You guys like
SLT started that round.
you like the new Abyss?
They just waltzed their way into B main despite losing the opening pick, taking significant damage, pushing their way through B main. So many tells that Motive would have had to read into, but they still couldn't hold.
Why do I consider VT still an underdog?
Looking at this buy as well.
I don't really think they're an underdog. I just think that Nongshim is still probably the best team at the tournament. But I don't know what that necessarily even means. You think it's far better? Yeah. I really like the change in middle. I think the middle change is like the best. I don't really care about the B-side stuff, but I think the mid change was really good.
For the time being, swaps over to the rifle, but still 3 more hostiles to deal with. Cutting through. Straight onto the site. At least he's got the full kit. Uses the clone to try to bait out and find information. Find where his opponents are located. Wants to go in to check out hell, but so much noise and ooze.
Okay, let's go to Sunset. Yeah, put him to sleep. Put him to sleep.
On Ascent, so he's going to be a bit of a problem here on the chamber. Have already seen it be a central agent and at the core of a lot of teams' approaches so far here at Ascension Pacific Bangkok. In particular, Velocity is kind of that agent that I feel like we saw a little bit more in the European meta on certain maps.
Yeah, I mean, I think that a lot of teams just really don't understand how to play defense on Abyss. I honestly didn't think that the B-site defense, like, I don't think they really needed to change B-site. I think that most teams were just really fucking bad at playing defense on B-site. Like this year, alright, I actually need to kind of talk about this. Pause. We'll come back to the game in a second. So, when Abyss was in the pool in 2024, it was like widely accepted that the correct way to play defense on Abyss B is that you have like a Jet or an Astra playing top site, and then you always smoke this, and you give yourself like, you smoke this and you play it in the smoke, and you can like peek this line through the smoke, and then you fall back and you've got like a one-way to defend. For some reason, in 2025, there was like one team that used this smoke, and I really don't understand why. Like, this smoke is so good because you can be inside the smoke and you can just kind of like hide from the entire exec and then come out when your team floods, or you can peek the corner and then you can fall back and defend the one way. it's like it kind of felt like everybody completely forgot how to play this map, and I was just baffled at how bad teams were on B defense. Like every single team's B defense was just like, I'm just gonna sit here and just play retake, which is incredibly troll on this map. Like you cannot play B retake every single round. And nobody was doing the correct smoke. Nobody was playing defense B correctly. And then everybody's complaining, oh, B is so hard. Yeah, because everybody is playing the fucking part of the map wrong. It's ridiculous. Like, we literally had a full year of data of how to play the map. And then everybody just completely ignored it and complained that it was hard to play. It was so weird.
And unfortunately, that's what Sushi Boys meets his doom. Quick movements coming through from Motive as well, but it's just
yeah, I mean, DRX understood how to play defense on the map.
Klaus continuing with the headhunter as well. That's doing so much damage. Even had a good couple of tags.
Okay, pistol goes to SLT.
That flank timing that they were looking for.
What about Deadlock and B? I mean, I think it has some potential. The problem with Deadlock is that
but it's just Klaus here.
There's just a lot of ways to get around your utility. Because you can, like, go off the map and just kind of dodge a bunch of the util.
Maybe, if not for the trademark. Now spotted. Klaus instantly turning around. SLT just have full control, but Klaus, goes down.
Is SLT better than VLT? I don't know. We'll find out.
Zexy takes that as an invitation to just push straight through the middle of the map. And again, try to farm himself another Blade Storm. Styron gonna right-click him. Take him out of the equation, and SLT.
Okay, this is definitely still losable.
Spike down on B, keeping things pretty standard.
Yeah, trying to.
But let's see. You're gonna get picked here. Okay, definitely still losable.
Start to lose their grip over this round, especially that frag from flaring now.
It's pretty
with
big damage eco here.
Especially Cinders up on top of this box. Maybe spotted at the end, but doesn't quite matter if LP lands all that.
Okay.
In that case, down to a few pistols and some marshals to make sure that their bonus has enough rifles to be
SLT aim diff hard. All right, let's see it.
Yeah, it really feels like that's exactly what SLT is looking for. Either way, as long as they take the map, trying to secure the top seat placing makes it that much easier. Right now, their motive.
This wall is shit.
They will back off.
Right off the bat, I'm worried because this wall is bad. This is not a good wall.
Trying to defend the B execute. Just gonna forfeit the site. Not feeling bold enough to actually contest here. Just gonna wait for Motive to rotate into position. How will SLT play this post plan?
Spike drop.
I'll tell you what though, Philly, it's probably gonna be a lot of crossfires towards the back end of elbow. Watch your eyes towards market as well, but Cinder's already prepared, and soon enough, maybe the dark cover will even refresh. Trying to play around the site.
Nice dart.
Motive.
But how do you get back in?
They do have their own kits of utility as well. It's just going to start with Vera just simply sliding across.
Nice entry by Vera.
In with the plays from the other angles as well. And
nice little system. Oh!
Conflicts all across the site, collecting up to the Predator ace on the ground.
What on earth is that?
Whoa.
That is unbelievable from Zuna. Are they checking his PC? I didn't see who that was. I think it was Zuna at the end. They gotta double check his PC.
Whoa.
That's not supposed to be allowed. You're not supposed to want the entire enemy.
What the heck? Bro.
It's ridiculous. I don't know who had the tech issue there. Zuna having no.
That was nice.
That bonus to SLT. Glass now going on the offensive, taking Vera out of the equation. Things started to go bad for worse.
Just based off of that one play, you're convinced they're going through.
Themselves at least a second seed here.
Bruh.
It's not quite happening. Cinder.
The disrespect. Shoots one bullet, goes for the orb pickup. Alright. Dominant start for SLT. Sushi Boys picked up the op.
Big fight over A control.
Who's next? No, straight on through. It's Motive once again trying to go in for the fights, but it's not happening.
Why are they just trying to hard fight this with this This comp into a chamber. They're trying to hard fight A main into 4 characters that can escape.
A control.
Why?
Straight on through. It's Motive once again trying to go in for that
Like,
fight,
this is
but it's
never
not
going to
happening.
work for
The
them.
crash goes all the way through LP. Unfortunately shut down, but oh, it's Siren's Hunter's Fury now. Managed to reach across the map, but Zexy all the way up middle. Managing to put some damage.
I mean, genuinely, this game plan makes no sense. Sushi Boys, you are fucking trolling, bro.
Into the shorty, able to find one, but Cinder for the trade. Zexy now. Look at how far he's going.
This guy just went for a jumping op shot instead of trying to get out and reposition.
And it's Cinder for the full TP across.
That was some brain dead stuff. Wow. Styron clutches it out. But look at this. What is Sushi Boys doing, man?
Nice. Zowie Clutch coming through from the IGL of
He just went for a jumping op shot over here instead of repositioning. I don't understand.
worried.
SLT seeming entirely unbothered.
You want to play? Let's play.
Yeah. Definitely not worried.
Again, they're aggroing A
Now his presence
into a
confirmed
chamber
as
op
well.
potentially.
It's just gonna be further
Just
stalled
seems
and
so
slowed,
dangerous.
at least. Well, now it's Sushi Boys over onto the B site. The wall's off the market area as well.
Oh!
Shutting the
Oh!
door.
Almost got the pick.
Oh, no. Two of the forces out for Klaus. He was looking
Alright.
to try to catch some
Hefty rotation to B.
We've
Just,
seen the rotation, seen
dude,
Skull
what
Bones
are they
about
doing?
them. They're making their way back towards A. Motive have 5 players on this B site.
Why are there 5 people on B site?
And then look at this. Lo and behold, it's the tour de force up towards the road.
Legitimately, what the fuck are Motive doing?
Slow. Motive cannot cross that simply, that safely anymore, especially with LP.
Why did they rotate 5 people to B with like a minute and 15 seconds left?
Klaus has already gone off to rendezvous with the rest of the team. And LP is just collecting all of this juicy information.
It's just like straight panic rotation.
LP whipping the shot, but it's enough presence that it keeps Motive at bay. In for the Hunter's Fury from Zuna. Vera already pushed all the way past spawn. Wants to go in deep.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah. I would say this map is already over. I mean, I know that they win the map, but at this point, if I'm Motive, I'm cooked.
Dominance here. Wait and see.
Definitely not.
They look like they have no idea what... Okay, finally they go use a reasonably good wall. This one's still... This one is decent. There's definitely better walls, but this one is decent.
Yeah, it's definitely not. Just gonna have to hope that you win the map at this point. Not think too much about the other conditions. Right now, though, the gun's not supporting them. Just needing to TP out into safety, but Zexy's on
Alright,
the
they're just getting
hunt. Out with the
super
blades,
bullied.
looking for the heads. And a relay
Super
down
bullied.
down for the time being.
Just relaying vaulting into position on Jenny. While the rest of SLT set up the post plant. Paranoia looking to disrupt. And Hunter is down because Klaus is dead, so Claire can go unchecked on the flank here potentially, but it seems like Zuna's watching it.
I wanted to keep that gun within control, not wanting to give anything else up to Motive. Zuna, though, then goes into peak.
Alright, this round is over.
Zuna just continues to which, funnily enough, has been. So I think if SLT goes to Pacific or not, he's definitely got himself a spot somewhere.
Incredible. And right now, he's just going full execute style around the cloud burst. And Paranoia is coming through from Motive as well. Vera, he's trying to pick his targets bit by bit. But LP has found 2.
Yikes. They had decent counter util there finally for Motive, but committing into that, losing, getting traded out. Now they have to retake with a Viper Sage and an Operator. That's tough. I really, I do not like the theory that Motive is playing this map with. I think their general ideas on this map just look really bad.
Oh, and it's an Operator as well. He jumps across, hoping to find the pick. And then their misery.
Which I didn't like their game plan on Ascent, and I have not liked anything that they've done on Sunset so far, which is not great. Again, why the fuck are they aggroing A into a chamber? Like, it literally makes no sense. It makes absolutely no sense the way that they're playing.
He puts them out of their misery with these shots. Wayne, though, quick contact in towards tiles. Paranoia out into flaring as well. trying to hold the angle, so but he goes down. It's the rifles from Zuna, and he's here to play again. Oh, to the
Yeah, this is just straight up. This is like theory diff, aim diff, everything diff.
Can't forget your manners.
What's up, the flame stories? How are
Very
you?
well.
You love to see that. The Korean boys.
Okay, I'm really worried for Motive now. Like,
Full buys back from
they
Motive.
look
Try to regain some control
rough.
of this map. So worrisome though, Pilly.
They look
Toxic shooting
rough.
down. I don't know if it's going to be able to come back up soon enough. Trying to stagger the approach out from SLT, able to take down the first player, but Sexy off to the other end. Now even able to hold the
Bro.
other goes unchecked. Vera not able to respond. Siren
Get me out.
Sexy's just going to continue to push on up, and he's got Klaus around the back. Really puts things in check, puts things in perspective for Motive. They know that the other end of that wall, other end of that corner is not clear. Too hot. Off to this crossfire as well.
Do I see any cracks in SLT? Yeah, I mean, they kind of rely on like individual, like just dueling a lot. Like they're taking a lot of like this, for example. I mean, in this round, this is a great example. Okay, at this point, the round is over, right? They've killed 3 people. They have a 4-on-2. They have full bomb control or full site control. They can just plant the spike and make these 2 players have to retake. There's no need for this guy to be pushing. But he's going to go ahead and push. He's going to give them a free kill, right? Obviously, he did a lot of individual play work to get them to this point because he just like pushed a smoke by himself, caught 2 people looking the opposite direction, killed them both, caught a 3rd person looking the opposite direction, killed that guy. So he solo won them the round by just making individual play. And then he potentially throws the round by making another individual play, because now this is a potential winnable round for Motive. 4v2, no control, unwinnable. Now, 3v2, with like some idea of what's going on for Motive, this is potentially winnable. And then what's going to happen here? They're going to come in. Cinder. He's going to make a good play. Playing 1 person on site, 2 people here is really smart. He's going to take a timing. Again, kind of an individual play, but this is fine. Gets 1 kill, and then all he has to do is just retuck. Just go tuck over here. There's actually no reason to go look for another duel. You've already won the round. Why is he looking for another duel? Again, just gives away another kill. Now this is potentially losable. Like, there's no reason to make those plays. So SLT kind of like lives and dies by their individual plays, from what I've seen. And that's something that more disciplined teams, like a Naus, like a Nongshim, like a Boom, and like Velocity, because Velocity has looked really good fundamentally, all of those teams will exploit that.
Still gonna be over for you.
At the same time, they could be knocked out really early on in the playoffs.
Because like if these types of moves start getting punished, for example, let's say that when they push this backside here, right? If Zexy gets killed pushing through the smoke solo and dies, and then these 2 guys turn around and kill the people coming upstairs because there's a bit of a delay between when they come up and when the jet goes up, then all of a sudden this round is over. And if some of these timings start going the wrong way, or teams are a little bit more aware or have a little bit better like crossfires and stuff, SLT definitely starts getting punished, their momentum slows down, and all of a sudden they really struggle to do anything.
You don't want that.
Conventional Drift Hunter's Fury here for SLT. It's going to be very hard to hold.
Oh my goodness, just right on through. Vera at least able to snipe down 2 with the slides. Still though, Wayne out towards the back end, able to deny that dimensional drift. Zuna as well. A quick B main hold and take into the spike on the ground. Trying to spot out Klaus as well.
Oof.
Keeping the crosshairs trained towards this one spot, but Klaus with the operator punches through.
Finally some pulls from Motive. Getting an SLT space, taking the fight to them. Off angle from Styron here.
And how are they winning against a team like Boom?
Go on, check, Klaus.
I mean, I feel like Boom is a team right now that's like still trying to figure out how to play together with their 5, because they replaced 2 players, right? And they're definitely relying a bit more on individual shit at the moment. So opting into just individual fights against SLT, a team that's very comfortable playing that way, maybe advantage goes to SLT. Also, I think that Boom played really bad that day. I still think that Boom is a better team than SLT.
So we'll see if this B main presence continues to pay off. So far,
Another aggro.
finds dividends for the rest of Motive. Instantly ripped by Zexy, but all of a
I'm
sudden,
really just kind of confused that Motive is playing aggro every round on defense, but they're not playing a breach. They're not playing an aggressive initiator. It's very strange. Like, if your whole game plan is to play aggro, why are you playing this comp?
Oh, we'll just get the one and get away. Confirms it at the very least, but Cinder spots him out towards the back. Still, though, it's a
Where can Texture go? Honestly, I don't know. Where is Texture gonna go?
Anywhere on the map here. So if Klaus is able to find an opening or two, they could very quickly put a post plant together.
I mean, maybe T1?
Into the back of the B side just for information, spotting out Wayne. Klaus now aware that there is one player over there.
I can't imagine that he will go to DRX. Like, DRX should absolutely not replace Hyunmin.
Cinder at least able to take down one more. Trying to look for
I would probably take Hyunmin over Texture at this point.
Gonna have space over on spawn side here for Cinder. Secondary dart cover up in 8 seconds, so you can cut off.
But yeah, I don't know.
Over on the backside of site.
Spike planted.
Sushi Boys with the operator as well. Just checking if Cinder does walk back into sight. Doesn't though. Cinder, he's trying to cut them off on the rotations. He hears all of these footsteps. Maybe potential for a quick double kill or something.
Oh,
Into the burst.
almost. Okay, 9-3.
But the Sage maybe down utter.
Hyunmin is the best aimer in the world. He definitely has some of the best aim I've ever seen. That is true. He's just so fast.
Very straightforward approaches.
Any idea why DOS9 was let go from Boom? I don't think DOS9 was let go. I think he chose to leave. I think he was on a 1-year contract and he chose to leave to go to an EMEA team. That would be my guess.
It's just gonna come down to the shots. At least the team has rotated over, but alright. Right clicks from Starent to punch through. Eating shock darts as well though, but managing to get out of range for now.
What do I expect from the Harbor rework? What I really want from the Harbor rework is two things. I want Harbor to be able to pre-place his cascades. I know, from what I understand, they probably are going to get rid of cascades or change them to do something else. But what I would like to see, I think you could basically fix Harbor with two things. Number one, make his cascades pre-placeable like a Yoru clone, so you can just like put them at the start of the round somewhere, and then like trigger the smoke from further away. I think that would be really, really strong and really good. And then just make his Cove smoke stay up once you break the shield. That's it. Those two changes would make Harbor playable.
The push out from Boba. Zexy, the first one to go, but Sushi Boys finding successful flicks. Just Zuna left. Now you can see the effects of the Sage on this attacking side, but it's just a pistol. You're still gonna need a lot.
Okay, pistol goes the way of Motive.
Fair enough. Nothing to retake if you're able to just hold out the round main, though. Yeah. That's what Klaus is looking to do with the rest of the team. Eco round, after all. Hearing slight steps and drops.
Oof.
Bit of nerves on the other end, but they managed to get away.
Big stack. Big stack from SLT. Okay. I have to say,
Nerves on the other.
this is something that I think a lot of teams mess up. You have the stack correct. You know that they're B. Why are you smoking this off? Do you not want them to come into your site that you've stacked? Do you want them to leave and go to the other side of the map? Because that doesn't seem like the correct play if you want them to come into your stack. Like, you've already baited them in potentially. The chamber is good bait. The first half of this play makes sense. The second half of this play makes no sense. Like, they're not going to push the smoke. So now you have to just hope they either come back 20 seconds later or you have to run to the other side of the map.
Gate crashes away, trying to bait them into the chamber, who rendezvous out. Motive still don't take the bait. They don't pull the trigger on the B execute. Now Zexy's crept across to the boxes. Klaus spotted walking down tiles. I think they know Zexy's here. There's multiple pings here for Motive. That was the rock. How is he alive?
I mean, I kind of like the franchise league or the partner league in Valorant. I don't mind it. I just wish that we would play every team in the group stages or in the season. So I think we should play like 2 games a week instead of 1 and only play 5.
Split up SLT's defenses and flaring, carefully clearing out each corner. Off to the back end, LP noted. One more player with a recon as well around the end of that smoke, so in goes more players from Motive, but at least they get the spike down.
It's peppering away at some of those players on spawn. Objective of the round really just comes down to damage here for SLT. They put themselves a pretty big lead in opening up.
Okay, anyway, let's go to the first gun round.
Let's go. Starting to play their way back into this game.
Toxins going up.
Have to need that resurgence.
Motive going for an exec.
Right now, though, oh my goodness. Complete stops on both ends. You're seeing the clone as well, so suddenly concerned as to where some of these players could be from SLT, but Klaus has to hold.
Damn, he gets 2 people when he's surrounded. That is crazy.
Still significant damage dealt against their opponents. SLT have a good chance at finally the retake. The wall chipped away bit by bit. Wayne trying to hold out around the angle. SLT beginning to make.
I mean, I think literally just changing the circuit so that you just have one group and every team plays every other team once, and then you have the top 8 that go to playoffs would be a very good change. Like that would be enough for me to feel a lot better about the circuit. But only being able to play 5 games, and then if you don't make it to playoffs, you have another month-and-a-half break is just so shit. It's really shit.
You're not going to be able to win this game. They need clean entries. They need much better trades than you're seeing them.
Kind of comes with the game plan and the confidence as well, but it's not there right now. Starring without any armor either. Just trying to work.
Oh, dude, nobody shoots the dart. Hello? What are we doing, Motive? Like the dart is straight up here. He just walks into the scan and dies. I mean, maybe he's just trying to bait. Okay, maybe this is not as bad as I think it is. Maybe he's trying to bait, thinking that, oh, well, I'll get scanned as the Viper because that's who's supposed to be here, and they won't expect these other 2 people. Maybe that's what he's doing here. But it just looks really bad.
And that is just such a big fish to catch.
We still have the res from Sushi Boys to help kind of equalize the numbers. Over on the other side of the map, Cinder sneaking out into B main, checked well by Styrant. He had no armor, so he needed a duel on the off angle there. Able to find it. Motive with the man advantages now. Trying to slow this.
Okay, and they also have the res, so maybe this is not as dumb as it looked. If that was actually the intention, is to bait them, knowing that you have res, you can pick him back up. Maybe. Yeah, you have to be very disciplined to beat this SLT comp, because they just have 3 characters, Chamber, Yoru, Jet, that are just going to be walking randomly and taking fights in random places.
Blindsight could do so much, though. Committed or not.
Yeah, I mean, I think this wall is pretty shit.
Planted around the safer default spots. The drone goes through. Oh, he takes the shot. Still, though, Sushi Boys goes down, and suddenly it's sexy out from market.
Unbelievably. Numbers.
It does kind of feel like Motive is sort of like playing SLT's game and just like fighting them when they have, when that's what SLT wants to do. SLT just wants to fight you. Motive, you're playing a comp that has double smokes, a sage. Like, you've got 3-ish kind of like slower agents. I mean, Sage can be an aggressive agent where you just try and like go plant. When you're playing a Viper, I feel like generally speaking with a Viper, your game plan is to kind of play like a mid-round cycle.
I think if you're standing up and looking at Motive's expressions right now, you probably would be.
Oh my god, Vera, what is this, bro? Just sliding into the open, tries to go for the double slide, doesn't check, or is the timing just bad? Oh, kind of just a nice timing from Zexy, but holy shit.
Definitely inside of Motive's heads right now.
They're just getting bodied.
Potentially the final round where
They're getting bodied.
But it's a quick execute from SLT. 2 players instantly gone. The Hunters were spent as well, but to no eventuation, everyone just.
If you want my opinion, if I was Motive and I was playing this exact comp, let's say I had to play this comp, I would be playing almost every single round down to like 15 seconds before we plant. I would save the wall every round and just use the wall as like my security for when I need to plant and force the plant at the very end of the round. And I would just be holding like the most passive fucking default every round. Like, what is this team gonna do? Jet's walking somewhere, Yoru's walking somewhere, Chambers walking somewhere. Like, this team cannot sit still. They're gonna be walking into you. If I'm Motive, I'm literally just like passive here, passive here, passive here. Maybe make a little bit of a play for middle, because it's very hard for this team to re-clear middle. Like, control middle. Deposit somebody here, make them re-clear with their bodies walking into us. I feel like Motive has been playing way too fucking fast against this comp.
Held out aside of A main, trying to creep on up. LP in the corner once again with the judge.
I mean, there's just been four players on this site for SLT. There should be a mop up for LP.
He's just getting ready to go. Spots him out around it. Continuing with the stutter step, Wayne able to trade back, but
am I coming to Korea for Spotlight? No. I am not.
Wayne will swing off to the fences, into the site, but SLT doesn't let that happen. It's just too much presence. It's too threatening.
I need to be in the States.
Wayne can TP to the other side of the map, but doesn't know where Klaus is. Klaus starting to close in on this flank. SLG just looking to keep them contained. They know that they don't need to hunt Motive. Motive need to make the first move here.
You gonna teleport, Wayne?
With every little bit as well.
Teleport B?
Slowly scale forward.
Nope.
He spots him out one by one. It's just starting.
All right. Last round, Motive. What you got? What you got?
Disgusting off angle while you try to follow up on the Neon and trade him down.
It's just round to round as well. You go from A to B. And now Klaus a little bit hard. Oh, he still lets the shot. Nary by a pixel.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I genuinely hate what Motive has been doing on this map. I think their approach on this map has been terrible.
So cautious now. Able to find slight trades. Zuna holding the linear angle, calls information. LP just here.
Holy shit. The amount of judge kills that are happening also has got to be so tilting for Motive.
Feels nervous. A little bit uncertain, tries to hang back, flaring. They're all trying to mark towards the back of it, but he's managed to get out with gate crash.
Zone still droning the back inside of B main here. Orb goes up from the attackers to try to create a little bit more space. LP
Damn, they just got fucking bullied. They got bullied for 2 straight maps.
What a dominant reverse sweep from them today, Quack.
It just goes through so cleanly all the way from
Which teams are the most consistent so far? VLT. I mean, honestly, it's probably VLT. I don't know. I really don't know who's gonna qualify, guys. I have no idea. Alright, so we've got what? We've got tomorrow / tonight for me / today for you guys, I guess. We've got these 2 games. First one doesn't matter at all. Second one starting at 2 a.m., which I will not be watch partying, but I will watch the VOD of later, is a pretty interesting one because it's for first seed, I guess, but probably Velocity has first seed no matter what, I think. unless Nongshim absolutely smokes them. And then 2 days from now, or maybe tomorrow for you guys, playoff start. Also for Americas, we have Envy versus TSM starting in 3 hours. I will probably be back to watch party this. I need to go take my dogs to the dog park and do a little bit of work, but I will probably come back and watch this game. So look for that. And then other than that, I will be back tomorrow to watch the VOD of Velocity and Nongshim. So cool. I'll see you guys in a bit if you come back for the TSM Envy game. Otherwise, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace. Thanks for watching.